Hello students, in this video lecture class, we will discuss the new chapter, that is the module 5 for Diploma in Electrical Engineering students and module 3 for Electronics and Telecommunication students. The topic is AC circuit. So in this topic, first we discuss how a purely resistive, inductive and capacitive circuit react when you give AC supply, that is the alternating current. So let us first discuss AC through purely resistive circuit. It means if you give AC supply to a purely resistive circuit, then how the circuit react? Means what is the relationship between voltage, current and power? Let us discuss. AC through purely resistive circuit. Let us take a purely resistive circuit. Here I take a resistor having the resistance of R and connect it across a AC source of supply, due to which the current I is flowing through the circuit, and let voltage drop across this resistive circuit is here. The instantaneous value of supply voltage is Vm sin omega t. Take it as a equation 1. Here what is this small v, what is Vm, what is omega t? This one students you have learned in basic electrical engineering subject. Also I have shared a brief lecture notes on this part. So if you have doubt what is instantaneous value, what is maximum value, what is this omega, you go through that lecture note part and also follow that basic electrical engineering subject. I take this one is equation number 1. So how much current is flowing through this resistor? The current flowing through the resistor is voltage drop across the resistor by its resistance. This one is given by Ohm's law. As this voltage drop is equivalent to this voltage, I may write VR as a instantaneous value of supply voltage by R, or you may write it is Vm by R sin omega t. What is Vm by R? This Vm by R, take it as equation number 2a. Vm by R, it is the maximum value of current. Maximum value of current flowing through this resistor. So in place of Vm by R, I write it is Im sin omega t. Take it as equation number 2b. So from equation 2 and 1, it is very clear that current flowing through the resistive circuit and voltage applied is same in phase. Here see it is also sin omega t. This one is also sin omega t. It means they are same in phase but differ in magnitude. Why? Here the voltage magnitude is Vm and current magnitude is Im. Now we will see how you represent this quantity, voltage and current quantity, in phasor and also in waveform. For waveform, you take x-axis as a time domain, as a time variant, as both current and voltage quantity, they depends on the time. So on x-axis I take time and y-axis I take voltage or current. First I draw the phasor phasor for voltage. Here the voltage, it is sinusoidally changes with respect to time. Sinusoidally changes with respect to time. This is from equation number 1. This is the instantaneous value of voltage. Then on the same graph I will draw the waveform for current. If you see the current equation, its maximum value is Im, that is Vm by R. This maximum value is Vm. Okay, this maximum value is Vm. Maximum value of current is Vm by R. Obviously, the current flowing through resistive circuit is less than this maximum value of voltage. So, it differs in magnitude but with same phase. It means when voltage gains the maximum positive or negative value, then at the same time current positive maximum and negative maximum also same. When voltage 0, current also 0. So the waveform is like this. When voltage gains the maximum positive value, current at that time also gain the positive maximum value, but magnitude is less than voltage magnitude. Here also. And this diagram show, it is called as the waveform diagram. This one is Vm. This one is Im. Okay. This is called the waveform diagram for purely resistive circuit. Now, next one is phasor diagram. Phasor diagram, it can be drawn by taking always the RMS value. So, here for drawing the phasor diagram of voltage and current, first you find the RMS value of this parameter. So, RMS value of voltage is maximum value by root 2. Similarly, RMS value of current is maximum value of current by root 2. Okay. Now you draw the phasor diagram. For phasor diagram, you take current as a reference one. Current as a reference one. If you see equation 1 and 2, you see that voltage and current are in same phase but differ in magnitude. Same phase, current and voltage are in same phase means phase angle between voltage and current is 0 degree. So, cos phi, that is called as power factor, cosine angle between voltage and current is 1 in case of purely resistive circuit, and the phasor diagram is voltage and current phasor are in same phase. So, and differ in magnitude. So that here I have drawn the voltage phasor greater than the phasor of current, and they lie in the same phase. Clear? Now come to the power. The instant, as you know that power is the product of voltage and current, instantaneous value of power is equal to the product of instantaneous value of voltage and current. Always you remember, students, the instantaneous value can be taken by a small letter. Okay. And maximum value, capital letter with suffix m. Capital letter with suffix m. RMS value also capital letter with suffixes r, m, s. Or simply you write also V or I. So the instantaneous value of power is the product of instantaneous value of voltage and current. So from equation 1 and 2, it is Vm Im sin square omega t. Or if you break this equation, it becomes Vm Im by 2 minus cos omega t by 2 Vm Im. Okay. I use here the trigonometric formula for cos 2 theta. For cos 2 theta. Now, take it as equation number 3. From equation number 3, it is clear that this is the real part. Okay. And the second part, this is the second part. This is the real part, Vm Im by 2. And the second part, it shows that the power frequency, the frequency of power is double that of voltage and current waveform. Again I repeat here students, from equation number 3, you get the two parts, Vm Im by 2, it is the constant part, and the second part, from the second part, you get the conclusion that the power, the frequency of power is, it is 2 omega t. Okay, but voltage, see students, it is omega t, it is also omega t. Omega means 2 pi f. Okay, this is the angular frequency, this is the supply frequency. So from equation 3, it is clear that the frequency of power is double that of voltage frequency and current frequency. And if you find the average power, this is the constant part, and by calculate the average power, the second term becomes 0. The second term becomes 0. How you find the average of this power? By integrate average power, P average is equal to 1 by T integration 0 to T P d omega t. Okay, you integrate with the time period t, means for taking 1/2 cycle, the time is 2 pi. It is also 2 pi, and p is the instantaneous power. Now, if you integrate by putting the value of power, that is the instantaneous power here, and integrate with respect to omega t, that is the theta, you get its value is Vm, the second part becomes 0, Vm Im by 2, or I may write it is Vm by root 2, Im by root 2. Vm by root 2 is the RMS value of voltage, Im by root 2 is the RMS value of current. So, the average power, take it as equation number 4. Equation number 4 represents the average power. The average power of a purely resistive circuit is the product of RMS value of voltage and current. And if you want to show this one in this waveform diagram, then the waveform is as at a time the voltage and current are in either positive half cycle or negative half cycle. Hence, your power waveform never folds to the negative half cycle, because product of positive also positive and negative also positive. So, the power waveform is, it always in the positive half cycle. This is the maximum value, that is VMIL, and let average is this one, VMIL by 2. Clear? So what conclusion students you have get after completion of this portion? You have learned that in case of purely resistive circuit, when you give AC as a supply, then the phase difference between voltage and current is of a purely resistive circuit is unity. The second thing is that the frequency of power is double the frequency of voltage and current waveform. And the average power consumed by a purely resistive circuit is the product of RMS value of voltage and current. This conclusion you have get after the study of supply of AC through a purely resistive circuit.